Today we're visiting the Hourly. This afternoon we're so excited to be talking to Katie.
Hi Denise.
Katie, how are you?
Good, how are you today?
I'm well, and I'm so happy to see you. You're opened,
Yeah.
The Hourly opened last week after many months of hibernation.
Yeah.
So what is happening, my friend?
So we have had a very exciting month here. We are very happy to be back. It's been a long year for everybody, but things are going very well. And I just wanted to start you off by checking out our patio here. So this is our patio space. It was our original patio here. We got 6 lovely tables. We do have dividers that we put in here, so it's COVID safe as we navigate our way through this summer. And I just want to tell a little bit of history for
Yes,
you on how we got our name. So if you look up here at our murals over here, you're going to see a horse and a trolley. And Dumpster Street used to be Water Street because it's so close to the Charles River. And these horses and trolleys would meet on this street once a day to carry passengers into Boston from Cambridge. And then in 1826, it changed to an hourly schedule where they'd meet every hour and then make this connection between Boston and Cambridge much more regular. And that's why we get our name, from the Hourly Oyster House.
So that's just terrific, because lots of people wonder about that name.
They do, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And, you know, this area was settled in the, 1600s.
Yeah.
So it goes back a very long time.
Very long time.
Yeah, about 140 years before we became a country. Here we were in Harvard Square.
Yes, yeah.
Extraordinary. We're so proud of that fact.
Oh yeah, I love learning about it. I'm from Maine originally, so I'm really getting enriched in the culture of Harvard Square and the history of it. And working in one of the businesses here really helps.
Yeah, there you go. So we'll wander down Dunster Street.
Yeah, so here we are. We've got Mike's Pastry right next to us.
Yes.
And something very, very exciting that's happening is we're actually extending our patio to the street in front of our restaurant. We're going to have 4 parking spaces all the way down to right in front of the barber shop.
Yes.
And it's going to be 20 to 30 more seats for us. It's going to really bring energy to the street and energy to our restaurant, and we're very excited to have that probably within the next month, towards the end of the month, but it's coming. So
excellent.
Everyone be ready.
Yes.
So here we are. We're going into the building. This building was actually built in 1897. It was Cambridge Savings Bank. It was actually built by the Cambridge Savings Bank next door. And I was just learning about this recently. It's just a beautiful building.
Yes, it is.
And it's housed a couple of different things, but I'll show you some of the features that we still have from the bank. So we'll come right in here.
Sure.
So here is the Hourly Oyster House. Nice little shot.
It's beautiful.
This bank vault in the corner.
The bank vault.
Yes, this is the bank vault that is still here from when the building was built originally. And we can take a little bit of a closer look. This is actually where our servers have everything that they need to do their job here. It's
Look
a nice
at
little
this.
place.
This
Yeah.
is fabulous.
We've got a little cage back there, even where the money was held. That's Lucy.
Hi, Lucy's the money keeper. There you go. Excellent.
Yeah, and actually when this used to be Harold's Ice Cream in 1982, that's one of the second most famous building that was here. It was here for 27 years, and they actually had tables in the bank vault where people would eat their ice cream. So it's really fun to hear those stories too. Another feature from the bank is we have this tiled floor. It's beautiful, this mosaic.
Yes.
And it's one of my favorite things about the building, actually.
The mosaic floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really, you wonder how many people and who they were, right,
Yeah.
that walked on these tiles over the years. And here we...
Yeah, I'm actually gonna take you up here now.
Sure, okay.
To the thing that really makes us special, our oyster bar.
Yes.
And so right now, these are all of our selections. We have 8 rotating oysters, and they are constantly changing and adding new excitement to our menu. I personally really enjoy Mookie Blues because they're from my home state. They're a little sweeter. We have a couple that have a little bit of a sweeter finish, but we kind of have something for everyone here. Our oysters range from being a sweeter finish and firmer to being more earthy and vegetal. So there's something for everybody here. And if you haven't tried oysters, I highly recommend you do, because it's just an experience that you want to have with us.
That's great.
And then I'm going to take you around this way a little bit to check out the architecture, the decor. We've got like some nautical flags here. And there's a lot of blues and golds, and I think that just really adds vibrancy to the space.
Yes.
Keeps it fresh, but also we have the charm of the historical nature with the bank vault.
Yes.
So this is our dining area, our primary dining room. As you can see, we've got the dividers. We have, our other tables are sanitized. We've got these QR codes, so we don't do like the menus that we're passing back and forth. So we have like this nice little space set up here.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And you're getting ready for this evening.
Yes, we are actually.
And what are your hours now, Kate?
Our hours right now are 4 to 11, Wednesday through Sunday. Our kitchen closes at 10, but we are going to be expanding that soon, so that's just the beginning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. And best way for people to get in touch with you?
I would check out our website.
Yep.
But also, we're always free to give a call to. We've got all our information online. Usually, you'll get me on the phone. So,
all right.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I look forward to talking to everybody. And then one more feature of this room, we do have some artwork and some nautical pictures on the wall. Various places in New England, various artwork that was hand-selected. And it's really neat to just sit and look at it. I actually didn't even notice before some of them are actually paintings and they look like pictures, photographs, so.
Well, it feels very New England in here. There you go.
And then some of our most popular tables are actually over by that open window.
Of course.
That big open window,
That big, beautiful open window that leads out onto Dunster Street. And I think what will happen this summer, because Dunster doesn't get a lot of sun, and in the summer that's a good thing. This street tends to be very cool, or cooler than the rest of the square. So I think that having, your outside patio here with just the fresh air coming up from the river is really quite lovely, and it'll make for a wonderful outside dining experience.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I'm really looking forward to seeing all of that in action out there.
Yes, yeah.
And maybe partaking myself on my off days.
There you go.
I'm going to bring you around this way now. You see our beautiful bar.
Yes.
And Jen is actually going to take it away and show you some of our cocktails.
Excellent. Katie, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Jen.
Hello. How are we doing today?
Great. How are you?
I'm great. Sun's finally shining. It's not raining.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make you one of our new cocktails. It's called the Velvet Thunder. It features our Grafton Group Private Barrel Privateer Gin that we lovingly named the Bow and Arrow. Little twist on the crossroads of Bow and Arrow down there.
Yes.
So this barrel was hand selected by me and some of the other bar managers within the group probably 6 months before everything happened. So we still have plenty of it to feature, which is great because it's such an excellent rum. The company's great. The rum itself is very cool. It's like kind of dry. It has a lot of like whiskey-esque flavors to it, which is why I love using it in a cocktail. So we're going to start with 1.5 ounces of the rum. Here. And then I put 1/2 ounce of Velvet Falernum, which is just a fun, like, kind of tiki-esque ingredient. 1/4 ounce of peach schnapps. And 1/2 ounce of lime juice.
Sounds refreshing.
Yeah. It's not too sweet. It has some nice fun, like, transition into summer flavors, so it should be around for a long time.
Excellent.
Give it a good shake.
So Jen, while you're doing that, I have to tell you we're getting messages across Facebook Live, and there's somebody checking in from Greece, and our friend Beth, who says, the Hourly has been our favorite restaurant since it opened. Can't wait to return very soon.
Ah, lovely.
So
We've actually heard that a lot. that when people like walk by, they kind of like stop and like stare, and they're like, "Oh my God, you're open!" And we're like, "Yeah." And everybody has like a special story. We've had people celebrating anniversaries, birthdays. Just in the few weeks that we've been reopened, like so many people have come in and like had something to some, you know, memory or history to like share with us.
Yes.
I mean, I know from the moment I stepped in this building, I just could tell that it's like special. And like every day that I see the guests come in, like it just makes it even more and more special.
Nice.
So we make special drinks for them.
So there you go. So Beth, here's a special drink for you. And again, it's called
The Velvet Thunder.
The Velvet Thunder. And Jen will be happy to make it for you when you come, and we look forward to seeing all of you.
Absolutely.
Did I forget anything? Do we want to add anything to this?
No, I mean the bar program is like, you know, it's has a lot of the same heart that it used to. We feature a lot of wines, a bunch of local beers. You know, one of my favorites is the Aeronaut Citric Galaxy. It's almost a session style IPA, so you know you can sit and chill with your oysters and not get too crazy drunk, have a couple. The nice flavors go really well with the food. The wine program is very heavy on the whites and some of those dry, like mineral-driven things. We've had a lot of tastings with the staff, and you know, you try the wines side by side, and you're like, oh, these are kind of similar, and then you try it with an oyster, and they couldn't be more different. And you know, everyone pairs well, and they're each in every own way. But yeah, you know, we're just putting a lot of love into this little building that's shown a lot of love to the square for a long time, and you know.
Well, again, welcome back. We're so happy that the doors are open, and you know, people can't smell. I wish there was some way that I could like get the smells to go from here through, you know, to Facebook Live, because it smells so delicious in here already. And so I wish you the best, and I know that people will be back to see you very soon.
It should be a very exciting summer. I know Katie already touched on like the street patio. We're going to be serving soft serve soon, all homemade, so that should be a cool feature. Put together some nice like takeout boxes so people just walk down to the river and have like a nice little picnic.
Sure.
Yeah.
All righty. Thanks. Thank you, Jen. You bet.